I need you to listen very carefully. I am not going to talk about hopes or rumors or what some anonymous source supposedly said. I am going to show you the single most important document that has been published for holders in over a decade. As of today, the waiting is over. The speculation is irrelevant. Because deep within the official Government Gazette, a line has been published that changes everything. A line that confirms, in legal, binding terminology, that the process you've been told to prepare for is not just a possibility, it is an operational, active, and immediate reality. They have called it Tier 4B, and if you are holding, this is the only signal you will ever need. For the next 17 minutes, I will dissect this single document and its catastrophic implications for your next move. This is not an update. This is a manual for what happens when a decade of patience finally meets its moment of truth. So let's start at the absolute, non-negotiable beginning. The Government Gazette. This is not a blog, not a forum post, not a leaked memo. It is the official journal of record. When a law is passed, it is published here. When a regulation is enacted, it is published here. It is the bedrock of legal authority. And within its pages now sits the official validation of the Tier 4B operational framework. What does that term mean? Strip away the jargon. Tier denotes a phase. 4 indicates a level of completion. B signifies the actionable, operational subphase within that level. In plain language, Tier 4B is the confirmed, fully authorized, and na*live* stage where the theoretical redemption infrastructure is switched on. It is the green light from the central bank, the Treasury, and the highest governmental financial authorities, all coordinated and saying the same thing. The system is hot. The gates are not just being built, the guards are at their posts, the protocols are loaded, and the first transactions are being processed. This is the difference between seeing a Finnish airport on a map and hearing your flight number call over the loudspeaker. Your flight is now boarding, but a system this large doesn't just happen. It is a machine with specific, interlocking parts. Understanding the machine is the only way to operate it. The first gear is the legal framework itself, the Gazette publication. This is the master key. It grants legitimate, undeniable authority to every step that follows. It is the shield that protects the entire process from legal challenge and the sword that cuts through bureaucratic red tape. The second gear is the central bank's operational mandate. Their role transforms the legal text into a functional financial protocol. They activate the digital ledgers, coordinate liquidity pools between authorized institutions, and set the secure communication channels that will verify every single transaction. The third and most critical gear for you is the network of authorized financial institutions. These are not random banks. They are the vetted, certified, and legally obligated endpoints of the system. They are the only interfaces through which a holder can legally and safely interact with the Tier 4B process. Their systems have been updated, their compliance officers briefed, their exchange rate feeds locked to the official Revaluation matrix. These 3 gears to law, the central bank, and the authorized institutions are now meshed and turning in unison. The machine is not going to start. It is already running. Your awareness of it is the only variable. This brings us to the immutable law of this new phase, the law of the channel. From this moment forward, there are only 2 paths. Path 1, the authorized channel. This path is secure, legal, traceable, and protected. It leads through the lobby of an authorized bank, through their verified digital portal, following their documented procedure. Path 2, the unauthorized wilderness. This is every other avenue: private dealers, offshore exchanges, peer-to-peer agreements, any offer that seems to bypass the official hassle. Choosing path 2 now is not just risky, it is financially suicidal. Why? Because the entire legitimacy of the redemption event is anchored to the official channel. Any transaction occurring outside of it has no legal recognition. It is a ghost transaction. It offers no protection, no recourse, and most devastatingly, it will not be recognized by the very system that is assigning the value. The machine only acknowledges inputs from its designated ports. If you are not plugged into an authorized port, you do not exist to the system. This is the first and most brutal filter of Tier 4B. It separates prepared holders from vulnerable ones. Now, we move from the system to the self. Your preparation. And this breaks down into a tangible checklist. Item 1. Your proof of genesis. This is not just a receipt. It is the complete, unbroken forensic trail of your asset from the moment of acquisition to this second. Original purchase certificates, bank wire confirmations, custody agreements, any document that answers the questions: what do you own? When did you acquire it? From whom? And how did you pay? This paper trail must be pristine. Item 2. Your identity mirror. Your government-issued photo ID, your passport, your tax identification number. Every piece must be current, valid, and must match the name on your proof of genesis documents exactly. A middle initial discrepancy, an old address, a maiden name, these are not minor details. They are system errors that will freeze the process. Item 3. Your transaction ledger. A clear record of any movement of the asset between accounts or custodians. This proves continuous, legitimate ownership. Think of these 3 items as your personal access codes. Without all 3 correctly entered, the door to the authorized channel will not unlock. Let's talk about timing and a dangerous myth. The myth is that because Tier 4B is live, everyone must rush to their bank tomorrow morning. This is incorrect and potentially chaotic. The reality is phased processing. The system is designed for stability, not a stampede. Think of it as a concert with assigned entry times. Your entry time will be determined by a matrix of factors: the size of your holding, your geographical region, the capacity of your local authorized institution, and the order of fully completed, flawless applications. This is why your preparation *** is everything. When your phase is called, the institutions will process those who are fully document ready first. Those who are scrambling to find papers will be queued behind. The early advantage does not go to the loudest or the most anxious. It goes to the most meticulously prepared. Your race is not against other holders, it is against your own state of readiness. We must now address the landscape of risks. Tier 4B does not eliminate risk, it transforms it. The old risks were of inactivity, of devaluation, of endless delay. Those are gone. The new risks are operational. Risk 1. Documentation failure. Incomplete or incorrect paperwork leads to rejection or indefinite delay. Risk 2. Channel fraud. Imposters posing as authorized agents, fake digital portals, pressure to act outside the system for a better rate. This risk is now exponentially higher because the value event is real. Risk 3. Liquidity sequencing. Your personal need for liquidity may not align perfectly with your processing phase. This is not a flaw in the system, it is a feature of its controlled rollout. Risk 4. External volatility. Global currency markets, regional political events, or shifts in monetary policy can influence the broader environment, even during a secured internal process. Mitigating these new risks has a single, unified strategy: anchor yourself immovably to the authorized channel. Your bank is your risk manager. Their compliance is your shield. Their procedure is your map. For the international holder, the equation adds a layer, but does not change the fundamental formula. Your authorized channel is likely a major international bank with a specific financial corridor to the central system. Your documentation must satisfy to regulatory bodies, your home countries, and the issuing authorities. This often means additional steps: notarized translations of documents, apostilles, certified letters from your local bank confirming your identity and address. The principle remains: The authorized institution will tell you exactly what is required. Your job is to provide it perfectly before your phase begins. Attempting to shortcut this by using unverified international brokers is the fastest way to have your assets disappear into a jurisdictional black hole. The system has been built for you, but they will not bend its rules for you. This moment is, above all, a psychological event. For the long-term holder, this is the validation of a discipline very few people understand. You operated on a timeline measured in years, not quarters. You tolerated skepticism, silence, and stagnation. Tier 4B is the external world finally aligning with your internal timeline. That shift from being an outlier to being validated by the highest official authority carries a profound psychological weight. Do not let that validation trigger emotion-driven action. Your patience was a strategy. Let your action now be the cool, tactical execution of that strategy's final phase. This is not the time for euphoria or fear. It is the time for calm, methodical procedure. However, within that calm, understand the strategic power you now hold. The confirmation of Tier 4B creates a temporary but immense leverage point. You are no longer just holding an asset, you are holding an asset with a confirmed, active redemption pathway. This allows for strategic decisions that were previously theoretical. The partial exchange strategy becomes a powerful tool. You do not have to redeem all or nothing. You can structure a ladder exchange apportioned to secure life-changing liquidity, de-risk, and achieve a personal goal, while leaving a portion to remain in the system for potential future appreciation or strategic diversification. This is how sophisticated investors manage a windfall. They don't grab it all at once. They create a pipeline that provides security, opportunity, and optionality. Discussing this structured approach with your authorized bank's financial advisor is not just allowed, it is encouraged. They are equipped to help you execute a phased redemption plan that aligns with your personal financial architecture. But, be warned, this leverage and this moment of clarity also create a target. The confirmation in the Gazette is a signal flare seen by everyone, including bad actors. The next 30 to 90 days will see a tsunami of sophisticated scams, fake bank websites that mirror the real ones, emergency notification emails claiming your phase is closing, phone calls from compliance officers needing to verify your details outside the official portal. The rule is absolute. You initiate contact. You go directly to the known public website or phone number of your authorized bank found through independent verification. Not a link in an email. You do not respond to unsolicited contact, ever. The system will not call you. You call the system. So, let's crystallize your next 72 hours. Step 1. Locate and organize. Physically gather every single document related to your holdings and identity. Create a digital scan and a physical file. Step 2. Identify your port. Determine which authorized financial institution you will use. Visit their official website, find their public notices regarding the process, and if possible, initiate a general inquiry to confirm the procedure. Do not submit documents yet unless instructed. Step 3. Silent preparation. Review everything for consistency. Correct any discrepancies. Ensure all IDs are current. Step 4. Mental recalibration. Discard the mindset of waiting. Adopt the mindset of a pilot. Running a pre-flight checklist. Your vehicle is on the runway. Your job is to ensure every system is go. This is the reality. The official record has spoken. The Tier 4B framework is no longer a destination on the map. It is the ground you are standing on. The mechanism is real, it is legal, and it is in motion. Your years of stillness were the preparation for this single fact. Now, movement is required. But it must be a precise, calculated, and channeled movement. The difference between success and catastrophe in the next phase will not be luck. It will be the difference between those who understood that the Gazette was a starting pistol and those who thought T was the finish line. The system is live.